What's going on, everyone? Ravi, Abuvala, founder of scalingwithsystems.com, where we help our clients make millions of dollars online while being hilariously profitable. And this exact law and principle I'm talking about, you may have heard of before. It's called the 80-20 rule, or Pareto's principle. Now, like most really great things in life, it's incredibly simple. You've probably heard it before, but yet you don't implement it yourself. When I first heard of the 80-20 rule or Pareto's principle, it was actually in a book that I was reading, and my life was honestly a total mess. I was working with all types of clients in all types of industries. I was offering them social media management, website design, content creation. I would have taken their kids to school if they asked me to, and I was honestly becoming very burnt out, and I wasn't making a whole lot of money doing it. On top of that, my general fulfillment level was really low. I was doing an incredible amount of work, wasn't making any money. I didn't have any time for family or personal life. I didn't have any time for health because I just kept on trying to do everything and have a whole lot of activity. Now, what the 80-20 rule essentially encompasses is that 80% of the results you're looking for comes from 20% of the actions you're taking. Now, this general rule, Pareto's principle, pretty much applies to everything that you do in life. If you really look at it, you probably only wear 20% of the clothes that you have in your closet 80% of the time. Most likely, there's really 20% of your customers that bring in 80% of the profits. And the list goes on and on and on. What most people don't realize, especially entrepreneurs in my experience, is that everybody has a finite amount of energy and willpower every single day. That means when you wake up in the morning until when you put your head down at night, you have a certain amount of energy you're able to use. And if you're doing every single thing without any kind of real awareness around what's actually working and what's not, you'll end up like me, which is just totally burnt out and exhausted, not really ever moving the needle forward. So what can you do to fix this? Well, you should really start time auditing your day. Every 15 minutes or an hour, if you don't want to do that, you can pretty much write down what you did the past hour and what the results were from it. Also, you should be looking at lead generation strategies that you're doing, or even client fulfillment, and figure out, hey, where are we getting the most bang for our buck? A few great examples of this was when I was really starting and launching my advertising agency. I was doing hundreds of cold calls, outbound email messages, outbound LinkedIn messages every single day, trying to get real estate agents, doctors, chiropractors, plastic surgeons, anybody who would give me a second of their time. But when I really broke down who was responding back to me, I learned that most of the time it was actually real estate agents that were interested in working with me and that were signing on with me. And I was spending most of my time going after doctors and chiropractors and plastic surgeons because they took so much energy in order to even get them on the phone. I quickly changed my strategy to just focus on real estate agents, and within about 1 year, we scaled the company to 7 figures, meaning $1 million plus in cash collected. But it didn't stop there, right? Once I learned the 80-20 rule, I then applied it once I got the real estate agents. In the beginning, I was offering them website design, content creation, social media management, etc., etc. But when I really broke down what was the core things that were actually helping them sell more homes, which is what they really wanted, I realized that the things that were actually helping them sell more homes had more to do with just my advertisements that were going to a funnel, and the funnel that would go to a qualification center, and the qualification center that would actually pre-qualify and book hot buyer and seller leads inside of the real estate agent's calendar. Now, that setup, in order for me to do it, I actually went from a 4.5 hour setup to try to get their website optimized, get them these custom email campaigns, get them all their social media content that I needed to do. It took me about 4.5 hours every single client. Once I figured out that the 20% of the stuff that I was doing, meaning that advertising campaign I set up in about 10 minutes and then delegated to my virtual assistant, that was actually producing 80% of the results. I cut out all the extra fluff. I just focused on that. It became easier to explain it and sell it to the real estate agents. It became easier for them to get results, and it made me even more profitable in the end. So I would challenge you to really look at your personal life, your business life, and your business as a whole and figure out, where can I implement this 80-20 rule? There's a good chance that 20% of your lead generation channels are really bringing in 80% of the leads. So you should focus more on those 20% of the channels, right? Or there's a good chance that 20% of your salespeople are really closing 80% of the deals. So you should focus on nurturing and growing those 20% of salespeople. You could find out in your personal life that 20% of the workouts you're doing are really bringing in about 80% of the mass gains or weight loss that you're looking for. And you can cut your workouts from 2.5 hours down to under an hour like I did. The idea behind all of this is that, like I said in the beginning of this video, you're making more money, you're doing it in less time, and you're going to have the free time and the enjoyment to actually live the life that you want to live, all from following this super simple rule. Now, once you have implemented the Pareto principle inside of your business, once you figure out that 80-20, there's a few additional steps you need to take. Okay, now that I know the 20% of the stuff that I need to do, how do I amplify that 20% of the stuff stuff. Or maybe, Ravi, I don't exactly know what the 20% of the stuff is. What are some of the things that I need to learn in my industry? Well, I get all of these questions all the time. So I actually put together a free course where I walk you through the exact steps that I use in order to take multiple companies to 7 figures in under 2 years, and the exact steps that we use for over 500 clients inside of Scaling with Systems in order to help grow and scale their companies, making more money, having more impact, and doing it in a lot less time. All you have to do in order to get this totally brand new free course is click the link down in my description and give me your email, and you'll have access to the entire thing. It's about 8.5 hours worth of content. Finally, if you guys got some value out of this, you want to see some more videos about Pareto's principle or time management or business in general, please be sure to give this a thumbs up. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Comment down below some other videos you want me to implement or any questions that you have about the 80-20 rule. Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you have an incredible day.